This founder has worked with MIT, Lego, Google, and many other small companies you may have heard of before because he's a master of user research, which means he knows how to study and observe people and understand better why they do what they do. You won't be disappointed. Please welcome Elliot.
Thank you. Woo! I've got some bad news. Reading is boring. Now, it might not be for you, but at the Boys and Girls Club in Denver where I work, 1 out of 3 kids hate reading. I want you to think about that. 1 out of 3 kids, every day they have to go to English class where they don't want to be there, they're not ready to learn, and they have to read a book that they don't like. I want to change that. That's why I created Wonder Stories. It's a reading app that helps kids love reading. Now you might be wondering, how do I measure love of reading? Well, I made a sensor at MIT Media Lab that measures the love for reading. It worked out really well. And so for the last 4 years, I've worked with 200 kids at the Boys and Girls Club looking at that experience. I want to share with you what I found. Now on the next slide, I think, but on the next slide, I'm going to show you the emotional graph of a 3rd grader English language learner as he reads The Voyages of Dr. Dolittle. I knew it was going to be me. And I don't want to talk about the hair. Okay. There we go. Okay. See that one spike over there? That's the one time he emotionally reacts while reading the book. By the end, he actually falls asleep on the book. There's a drool mark on my book now from this experiment. Now, those type of kids are 4 times more likely to drop out of high school. I want to show you another graph of this exact same 3rd grader, but instead of reading Dr. Dolittle, he's reading Wonder Stories. Every one of those spikes is him emotionally engaging, thinking critically, reacting, identifying as a reader. Now you're probably wondering, okay, what's the difference? How did Wonder Stories do that? Well, we came up with a simple design insight. You see, reluctant readers, even though they don't like reading, you know what they love doing? Math, boys and girls. And so, with Wonder Stories, we make reading feel more like math. But I want you to think about this. In math, we give them challenging questions, critical thinking, and instantaneous positive feedback. They can identify good at math. In reading, that doesn't happen. So we stuff Wonder Stories full of problems, mysteries, and critical challenges. Kids are able to take the steering wheel. They're able to be the detective, and it's working. We have kids reading the full 20 minutes, asking for more. We're creating an engaging experience. I've got some asks. If you're a teacher or an administrator, I want to talk to you. I need to get this into 100,000 people. So I want to end with the notion that we put a lot of resources and time into teaching kids to read. I think it's about time we also help them love to read. Thank you.